Guess who's back?
Surprise appearance!
Did you miss her?
I don't know, maybe. I'm back. I had we had a full week. We had some shit to do. We had some work to do. So, yeah. I don't want to talk about it. So, why don't you kick off what we're doing today?
No, I think you can tell the people what we're doing. Tell them what we're doing.
So, if you didn't watch the last episode, Heather went flying solo by the seat of her pants, and doing some cringe work. And I
unleashed some serious dog shit on you guys.
Yeah, and what better way to unleash mine than with her here? I might need some wine for this. So
whatever you need.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know me at all, or if you do know me, I was a little sad girly in middle school and high school.
I feel that.
And I used to write some poems of the sort. I don't know. I don't like saying poems all the time. It's like, I write poetry. It sounds so weird. So I just say I write. Yeah, it's like I just write. I just write whatever's on my mind. So, I have all of them saved on my computer. There's close to about 130 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, from 7th grade and as recent, all of middle school, or half of middle school, all of high school, a little bit in college, and then my most recent one was like September.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So
I want to read the recent one.
What's this one? I feel like you already knew this
one.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So,
sorry.
We're totally leaving that in.
Why?
So everybody can see how you sneeze.
Caught an organic moment, I guess.
So,
I have been told that I sneeze like a cat. It's just because I hold it back.
Yeah.
But when she sneezes, she doesn't expel anything. She just says, chew.
Well, sometimes...
Just like that.
Sometimes I can feel if snot's gonna come out, and I'll go like this because I'd rather have snot in my shirt than on
How about
something
tissue?
else. If it's one of those ones where I'm like running and holding my hand, no, I'm going in my shirt and I'll change my shirt.
Oh my god.
But I don't know. It's probably why I have chest acne.
You think?
Maybe. But anyway, so yes, sneezing. Topic of today. We are going over some of my writing. What better way to cringe me out than to have my sister read them to me? Because I hate reading them in my own voice, even though people tell me it's hot as fuck. And then, hearing someone read something that I wrote is as cringy as hearing someone sing in public.
This would be a really great opportunity for me to just burst out singing.
No!
But I'm not that kind of person. I have too much anxiety for that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like...
I would be the funniest person in the world if I had, like, any guts whatsoever.
Yeah, so... I'm gonna pee as well, sorry.
Oh my god. Then just stop the camera.
It'll be 30 seconds, I promise.
Okay. Alyssa, when you sit down and edit this, you better leave this whole fucking thing in. What?
I said so long as Lily doesn't bust in on me. Okay, are we back?
We back.
After 40 minutes? What it seems like? Sorry.
Love it.
I had to pee, blow my
90%
nose.
of it was you.
Yeah. I had to pee and blow my nose and get my book and get alcohol and fix the camera.
You're watching ADHD live.
Okay, not those two. You can't read those two.
No, I want to read that one. It's really funny.
No.
Yes, it's so short. Please.
Okay, fine.
Please. This one's called Easter. Easter's here with eggs and beer. The food is delicious too. But now it's time to say boo-hoo, for Earth Day is so soon.
For context, that was the second one I ever wrote. It's on the first page. Also,
It's like my dolphin laugh.
yeah, so trigger warning for all violence, sexual assault, murder. Not that I have done, but the writings do contain that. Rape, prostitution, what else we got in there? Neglect, all those kinds of things, including
These are
children.
all so emo.
I told you I was a little sad girl. They start off really dark and then they go into like love and then they go into heartbreak and then they go into like random and then love and heartbreak again and then mysterious. I'm fucking nervous.
This next one, the first line caught me right away, so I think I'm gonna read it. It's called Granted. The first line, brains on the street. A police's Halloween treat. How sweet the sound of a daughter's cry for daddy, but what she doesn't know won't kill her. Her dad won't kiss her, won't get another bedtime story, the monsters won't have an enemy. But wait a moment, there might be one chance for one last dance where the skies are pretty and troubles float away. Nothing gets in the way. Today, Daddy will be so far away. That started off like it was gonna make sense, and then it just kind of flew away from me.
Not really, because it's basically about her dad being killed.
But like,
so like no father-daughter dance, the people under the bed won't have an enemy. The skies aren't pretty because it's raining.
but what about the might be a chance? What does that mean?
Let me see. The monsters won't have an enemy, but wait a moment, there might be a chance for one last dance. I think my mindset with that was like he was in the hospital or something, or like had an accident and she was like still trying to stay hopeful. Something like that. I know there's another one with a dad that gets murdered. I have to like not look because I've read these so many times that I just know by my handwriting by the title, and I'm like, fuck.
Can we unpack that a little bit? Cause like, does that have anything to do with dad issues?
Maybe. There's a few.
You did want me to interview you about it, so.
Yeah, they're.
Listen,
the ones...
if anybody has the right to have dad issues, it's definitely you.
Oh, I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
That's just, it sucks that our dad was not there for the majority of your life. So like, if anyone's gonna have dad issues, like it makes sense that it would be you.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a statement of fact.
Thank you. I feel validated.
You should. I'm trying to validate you.
Thank you. As my face is probably beat fucking red.
You're editing this, by the way.
Oh my god. I'm going to shoot myself.
I had to edit mine.
Yeah, that's true.
I had to sit through that all on my own.
35 minutes?
It was actually very short.
Yeah.
For
you
us.
only did one story.
Yeah, I should do more. I forgot how short they get.
Yeah. Well, luckily these are really short, so. Well, some of them are kind of long. Alright, go for it. Some of these I also wrote in school. Like, I took a creative writing class my senior year. So a lot of those I put in there. And then in some English classes, we would have like a little like different writing styles type of throughout the year. So like we'd have like Shakespeare literature, and then we go into like poems, and then we go into like short stories, and then all these other things.
I just had an idea.
But
Next time we dip into my notebooks, I'm gonna give you one and you can pay.
And I can
And
pay?
you can pick. And you can blind react. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's... Well, I feel like you've read a lot of mine before.
I'm terrified. Yeah, like I've seen this. Mm-hmm. Like you had me read through it.
Yeah. But it's been a hot minute, so... I don't think you finished all of them, though. Like, the ones in the back.
I'm at the love ones.
Yeah. I was a little sad, but... Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know, this might humble me to not publish this shit.
No, I would say edit your poems and like curate the ones that you're the most proud of. Mm-hmm. Like I think instead of humbling you, it should light a fire under your ass to refine them, so that there's something you can be proud of and not cringe at.
Yeah, the thing is though, it's like I didn't have a diary. I had this.
Fair.
So I know exactly what poem was about who and when and what grade I was in and what season it was and whatever was happening in my life at that time.
See, I just wrote everything out in the diary.
But yeah, so like it's very ambiguous and stuff like that. So it's not like, oh, like that one with the numbers for the title. That was actually like, if you know old school texting, that was his name. So I had to be secretive, so that was his nickname. And I was like, perfect, now I was never going to know who this is. So yeah, that's why. But I also am like, I don't know, I'm very I like to solidify things. So like, things need to be like permanent. So like, once I have to, all of these were written in one sitting. It wasn't like, oh, I go back to it and think about it, or I edit it. Maybe like one or two minor edits, like a teeny tiny grammar change, but I can't add or take away unless it's like small grammatical errors. That's fine, but I'm not gonna go back and like revamp the whole thing.
My inner writer is going insane. Cause like I will tweak everything until it's just perfect. Yeah. I will tweak every little detail. I will switch words around. There's, in the main thing that I've been working on as a project, there's literally a plot point where I am completely reworking one episode. Wow. And then adding a new one to hit that plot point. And like there's so many details that change along the way. And I had to like sit down and do the math of like what needed to change, what could stay the same, like redo everything. And like it was like a mental puzzle.
Yeah, no, that sounds like way too much work for me. But I'm also very much of like a raw emotion type of person. Like, word vomited on the paper and get it out.
Screenwriting.
Very much so.
Are you sure you poured enough?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I was just thinking about that. Like, oh shit. Alright.
Alright, I found the next one that I'm gonna read.
Oh my god, okay.
This one is called Chances.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
Your brace.
No, it's bad.
I just saw the one line that says fuck and I just really wanted to scream out fuck.
Well, it's not screaming.
You took your chances, took your luck. Fuck! You see?
That's all you wanted? The third line? That's all you wanted?
I'm gonna keep going, but like...
Okay, alright.
I saw a chance to just put my whole entire pussy into something,
hence, chances. Alright, continue on, my friend, my dear sister.
You see him smile, you wish that was directed to you. But when you're smiling, it's the same for him. Everything around you becomes a hassle. Every night, your heart racing faster. You got a couple typos here.
Shut up.
The tears he won't see. It's like reading a Reddit post.
Shut the fuck up.
never we will be. The thoughts you never say. Sometimes you just have to let go. Go with the flow. She'll hate you even more if you keep her away. The tears result in whatever she hears. What you tell her hurts even more. Chances blue, and it's all 'cause of you. Okay, why were you like bracing yourself for this one?
Well, I'm also
Getting flashbacks.
no. The way you're reading it isn't how
Sorry.
the like cadence is off. So I think I might stop being a little bit.
Do it.
Well, I'll let you pick, and then I'll read it.
Okay.
All right, but so this one was.
I'm also not a poetry girly.
Yeah, your cadence was very
all.
off. It's supposed to be like do 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 like A B B A or whatever. Honestly, I think this one was also about Dad.
Really?
Yeah. You see him smile, wish that was directed to you, but when you're smiling, it's the same for him. Everything around you becomes a hassle. That part, they kind of flow in between memories, so like that middle part isn't. But she'll hate you even more if you keep
Like
her away. Yeah, whatever she hears. Yeah, what you tell her hurts her even more. Chances blue because of you. All right, so pick the next one.
Okay.
Oh. Oh my god. There is one that's pretty funny. It's called Tongue, Heart, and Dick.
We'll definitely have to do that.
I should have known I was.
How about the one that was very obviously?
Yeah, no, we can't read that one. Well, I guess it's a very popular name. Oh my god. Did you want it just because of the name?
A little bit.
Oh my god.
Can you tell just how much I'm enjoying this? Literally, that's how I feel about my writing.
Yeah,
so
you only had one to do.
Oh, trust me, you will get your comeuppance.
Okay.
You will get your moment. Probably sooner rather than later. Because I want to keep with this. This is fun.
Okay, I don't really like this one. Can we pick a different one?
It's called Dylan.
Yeah, it was the drug dealer that I dated at the bus stop. That's why I don't want to read that one. Freshman year of high school.
You have lived a million lives.
Yeah, actually, he was not. He was the first drug dealer that I dated. I dated
How about
another
bitches?
So I used to wear hoop earrings, like matte, like this big hoop earrings, every day. And I was a virgin at the time, and people were like, "Oh, she's a slut. Like her pussy's as big as her earrings," and I would get picked on significantly for that, by all the popular girls, and I was just so fucking done with it at this point, apparently.
Yeah.
So yeah, we may have to blurb that one, but okay.
Blurb?
Or bleep it out. Like
I think we're
censorship.
fine. We've said worse. The whole conversation about anal beads, we've said worse.
Literally murdering people? And just to clarify, yet again, I do not condone violence. These are fiction. These are fake. None of the, like, yes, they are real thoughts, but they were never put into action. They never will be put into action. I don't condone violence.
It is very obvious that a teenager wrote that.
Yeah, in high school, a freshman in high school. So all of these little short ones are from like my freshman year writing class.
This one's cute.
That's my favorite one.
Aww.
Yeah. I was wondering if you were going to pick it or not. Alright.
I'll give you a little mercy.
Oh, thank you. So this one is called Real. Say you love me like a flower because flowers are real, and that's what I want. A flower that's real, that gets old with the other flowers and then eventually dies. But it dies twice because there are two of the same flower. They both feel pain, love, and stress no less, but the strange thing is, when humans die, we bury them. When flowers die, we keep them in remembrance of your presence. So that one was kind of like, if you imagine like an older couple, like, you know, two dying flowers like decay in a way, But I also was thinking, like, yeah, that is kind of weird that when flowers die, we keep them and we bury humans, like, almost immediately. So, I don't know.
Literally, the death industry is so fucked up. I don't have a problem with.
No, not in the slightest.
I don't have a brain that's wired for poems. I have a brain that's wired for music because I'm used to the way it should sound.
It's the same shit, just not to music. You have to create the cadence with your own voice.
Well, I don't have the brain to create it. I have a brain to mimic what I
Gotcha.
remember.
I see. Yeah, I guess it just flows naturally because I know what I wrote and how it should sound. Or how I tried to do a little play on words.
I want to unpack this one a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good one. All right. This was in my little mysterious, dark in the woods kind of phase, I guess.
That sure was a noise.
I know. Holy shit.
Was it the dog upstairs or
Yeah.
a fart?
No, it was a dog. It wasn't me. So it's called I'm falling into a ditch where people scream at me running to hide in the woods are full of freaks that creep along the trees swaying in the wind whispering in my ear they're here. So it's basically imagining someone running through the woods at night and like going deep into the woods and not having a way out, and then like every branch they think is like someone trying to get them, like that kind of thing. And like the wind is being like, you know how the wind whistles and like people think that they hear things. It was kind of like that. So yeah, hopefully that made sense.
Sometimes it's just cryptids.
That's probably a good portion of them, but I'm very good at imagery, I guess, or I try to be in a way.
Oh, this one's intriguing.
Oh, I actually wrote this in a Family Dollar parking lot. See, I told you. I know exactly. They're like my kids. The feelings are confusing. Raindrops sliding down a windshield remind me of tears down my face. Replenishes me and purifies me. Rejuvenates my soul to start fresh again. With no pain, worry, and stress. Just carefree, sun, and press. Each of our hearts together. To see if we match. But it seems like it's going good when at the top it breaks. Into pieces, falling apart, never to return. To what was never there. Stop acting fake and say to my face, I'm single, bitch, look at me now. Your first is now your past. What felt like my first will probably be my last. But forget it all, when it's done, it leaves my mind, never to return, just like you. I was going through a breakup.
Yeah, that's the part that caught me. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this will be fun to unpack.
Yeah, I don't know who exactly it was, though. I want to say it was just some, like, little fling. Probably. It's like every other day. Okay, this is tongue, heart, and dick.
I'm turning into a seal just to make the class.
She's some fucking whale hands. Or some fucking flippers or something.
Between the way that I'm like squeaky laughing and just like I'm like a seal.
Yeah, absolutely. So, by this one, I should have known that I was gay.
Ooh, let's get into that. Let's analyze that.
I think you'll know by the end. I think it's kind of obvious. So tongue, heart, and dick. Use me for sex, use me for lust. It's not about trust. Prude or not, true or not. Haha, fuck off, bitch. I don't have to prove you shit. I don't give a shit what they say. It's not true anyway. Filled with emotions, anger, and pain. Wash it all away with red rain. You're just a player, liar, and a faker. I'm not a whore. Once you do one thing, it opens up doors. Tongue, heart, and dick. It's like you have to choose one and pick. So the context...
And you chose tongue.
Oh! Okay.
Kidding.
For what context?
Like eating pussy.
I guess that technically could be considered linguistic. Okay.
I'm sorry, was that out of pocket?
Nope. Not at all. I was like, is she saying because I'm writing all this? Like, okay, weird flex, but alright.
Nope, just a lesbian joke.
Yeah. So, the context of this was like, you have to choose if you just want to talk to a person, or if you actually love them, or if you just want to fuck them. Like, it's one of those three. Yeah. So.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, which one? You really like the left-hand side.
No.
My best ones. Oh, I do remember this one.
I like
Okay.
them redacted.
Yeah, I put his full fucking government name in there.
And she redacted it like a government document.
Both sides. We ain't fucking around. Alright, it's called Last Summer. Calls me cutie, grabs my booty. He's so funny, both third wheels, kinda makes a couple. Time will tell, already had oral, shh, don't spill. The age of my first, it felt great to know someone wanted me, but we'll see. If he's just using me. I doubt it. Only two know about it. He's good and honest. He's honest and good. He's relaxing and reviving, doesn't get mad easily. I'm not afraid to admit it, and his name is blank blank blank.
I think
full government.
The redacted part is what gets me.
Yeah, so this was actually the summer of my first booty call. Well, not my first booty call, but like my first friends with benefits. So, yeah. But like, just messing around, not doing anything. So, this was either 10th or 11th grade.
What parking lot did you write this one in?
Huh?
What parking lot did you write this one in?
Oh, I don't know. I remember the rain on the windshield because I was looking at that, and that's like usually something sparks the first line.
Yeah.
So this is called This Is Real. People, problems, everything drama, stressed about the rest, best friends have boyfriends, then turn into douche friends. Just get up and leave them. It's getting sad to see them go through all of this. I watch, I learn, I observe, mistakes of others, 15, 16 becoming mothers. I will not let it get to me, never, 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 no matter whatever the weather. I'll always be there. For them, to help them, to talk to them, never leave them out in the cold. I'm sorry, but this is getting old. Questions, whispers, looks, glares, raged with fury, I'm about to burst. Just all of this is getting worse. So at the time in high school, my best friend had either people just found out that she was pregnant, or like she had just had her baby or something like that. And people were assuming me and my two best friends were all getting pregnant. And
Why? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Because we were, like, so close and in the same friend group. They were like, oh, well, if one gets pregnant, like, the rest are going to get pregnant. And they would, like, say shit to me, and I was getting sick of it. And I would, like, defend her and be like, hey, like, no, she's, like, actually doing her work and, like, being a good mom. And I would go after school to, like, help her and everything. So I was just getting frustrated that people were assuming that I was next. And I'm like, no. Not that it was a bad thing that it had happened, but, like, my niece is beautiful and she's amazing. She just turned 12.
Same name as me. Right. Sorry. That's your friend. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah. But yeah, like, watching my friend grow from this point into, like, an amazing mother, like, I wish I was half the mom she is. Like, Jesus Christ. So,
Well, you aren't a mom yet, so...
Well, yeah, but I have a feeling I have a long way to go to catch up to her, you know?
Yeah.
But, so that's what that was about. See, everything is very... It has a purpose, in a way.
I think it's interesting to unpack just how stupid teenagers are. Because when you think about it, like... When a child in high school gets pregnant, like, that is never ever planned.
Mm-hmm.
Like, ever.
Yeah,
usually there's a
like...
lot of panic around that.
Yeah, exactly. And people in high school are just ruthless and mean. And like I prefaced, like, I would
For
get
no reason.
picked on. Not all the time. Like, it wasn't as bad for me, but like, people would say things and I'd kind of just like let it roll off my back sometimes. So.
My own little world is more like... You want to read that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's so...
Yeah. So we had, we were learning about Edgar Allan Poe. Love him. The fucking goat, honestly. And if you haven't watched The Raven, I think it came out in
Still haven't watched it.
2012 or something like that. It's basically a murder mystery about this guy, Edgar Allan Poe, and someone in the town is recreating his writings in real life, like doing all the gory shit and stuff. So I wrote kind of a poem in a way. It's a longer one. Kind of, I don't want to say it's like a tribute, but kind of in a way. But it's almost like about his life if you pay attention and know anything about him.
It probably would have gotten lost on me if I was the one reading this.
Yeah, it's very purposeful. So it's called The Dream versus Reality, which I think is also one of his works, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, R.I.P. The Dream versus Reality. What if you loved her so much it hurt? Hurts your soul, hurts your mind, destroys everything you can find. Black. How would you feel about her being ill, so ill that you became ill yourself, sick enough to write, horribly, horribly, so amazingly, blackness? Why should anyone have to die? Die as in dream forever, forevermore and nothing more. Give me stress and I'll write you gore. Blacker. When you find her lying there so weak and so weary, wearily floating in and out of consciousness, side effects of tuberculosis. Dark. Where would you find her dead? Dead lying there. Wait, what the fuck did I write?
Reading my old face.
Dead lying in a grave so small, with walls fit for dolls. Darker. Who would you be then? Then so heartbroken you shriveled, your heart so cold, shivering. Darkness. Should you give up on them, give up on happiness, happiness that was never there, screaming into silent air? Still, would you ever think of being lost all of your life? Life with nothing but grief. Can't you see, can't you see? So still, I could be yelling by now. By now, I could be ranting and raging. Raging with fumes so hot they burned themselves black. Burned. So barely breathing, could you ever imagine images so gory, so horrifying. Horrifying they came as craziness until you buried. You are famous. Oh yeah, I fit it all on 2 pages. Until you are buried, you are famous. So that's kind of about his wife, how like his wife died of tuberculosis and there was nothing that he could do to help her because there was nothing. And when she was getting so ill, like he thought he was going crazy, and that's when he started writing, and he thought he was like this famous guy or like well known in a way and wanted to be well known, and he was only well known after he passed away.
I like the title of this one. It feels like clickbait. Like a clickbait article.
I wrote that in my class, and my teacher was like, and I was like,
now you gotta read it.
So this is for all the closet sluts.
Starting right under here.
Oh my god, I get those all the time. I hate those.
It's killing me.
So this one's called Saints Aren't Really Saints. So this one's for all the closet sluts out there. We love you. The good one, the innocent one, who never does anything wrong. Or does she? The girl who is always productive at the desk, polite and well-mannered, professional on the outside, the lies your mind has told yourself. The lies your mind has told yourself have deceived you as they go through forbidden doors. The best liars are products from strict parents. You would never know the things she's done, with every carefully sculpted scenario sizzling with rebelliousness. The all-knowing mother bear has been outlied. The hidden lie and believe has been overlooked. The girl who spilled everything to you has grown wiser. It's no surprise she hasn't gotten caught yet. Criminals can admit they aren't saints, but what saint really is one?
That's giving... It's just giving me flashbacks to, like, all of the things that I've done that my parents don't know.
That's pretty much all it is. Pretty much. But in a way, it's
I can't believe you actually turned that into a school assignment. That's like...
I wrote one about 9/11, apparently. Shout out to Ashley Gavin.
Read that one. I do have to restart.
Okay, go ahead. So that other one, The Saints Aren't Really Saints, there is a song called by J. Cole. I can't remember the name of it at this point in time and stuff. So that was kind of like the motive behind that. Alright, so 9/11. If you don't know, now you know. A clear blue, cloudless day, standing tall and strong, people rushing everywhere to find out what was wrong. Not a bird, not a cloud, not even Superman could have been a bigger hero than the firefighters who ran, flames. Then the firefighters who ran, flames and people everywhere you go. Falling down was obvious. Jumping was false hope. Dust covering everything. No one was oblivious. Stand tall, stand strong, stand invisible, stand confident. Stand proud, stand American, which I don't really like that one anymore, apparently.
Yeah, what made you decide to write that?
It was the beginning of the school year, and they wanted one about 9/11.
Really? Like an assignment?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're the last generation, and this was for a creative writing class.
That's like... It has the same energy as making students, like, stand up for the pledge. Of just, like, let's be super nationalistic.
Well, I mean, as someone who's always grown up with standing and saying the pledge, like, it was kind of just like a thing. Plus, my generation is pretty much the last generation that remembers it.
I was 3.5 years old when that happened.
Yeah, I was like 5 going on 6. So I very clearly remember it. So it wasn't like taboo for us to like write about it. They just said, write something about 9/11. It could have been, about like the firefighters or just imagery or like clearly that's what I did or just like it could have been anything. They just say pick a topic, go and run with it because it's supposed to get you thinking about it. That's the whole point of creative writing. It's like here's a topic, run with it. Like the man with the sunglasses. Oh my god. That was for a school. I think all of these in this little section. Yeah, they said to write one about a color, but without saying the color or indicating what color it was. And then, yeah, some of these I wrote like just on my own. In between.
Wait, what was that last one? Oh, that I like the title of that. Can you hear that one?
Am I in a circus? All right. Was there anything in this section that you wanted? The man with the sunglasses?
Do you want to read that one?
The man with the sunglasses is my favorite. One of my favorites. He's one of my top.
I barely remember it.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah. It's I really like it because it kind of is like getting rid of judgment.
Okay.
So it's called Man with the Sunglasses. The man with the sunglasses nods his head to a stranger. He swerves around a fire hydrant and bumps into a car on accident. The man who is bald feels the icy air upon his scalp, hairless doesn't even describe it. Ears, head, and nose are pink from being naked. The man with a straight face terrifies children. He doesn't say a word with a straight pressed mouth. Parents shoo their kids away with fear in a whisper, just so only the kids can hear. The man with sunglasses walking the street just wants to say hi, but height is against him. Children and adults avoid him at best, for fear of their lives could be put to rest. In a city so big, with people so small, anything can happen as unexpectedly as a fall. People are stupid, people are crazy. I haven't trusted a man in sunglasses lately. Like, what a fucking banger.
Can you unpack that?
So I was picturing a guy in, like...
A guy that looks like a serial killer?
No, quite the contrary. So, like, someone who maybe looks, for example, like the Unabomber. Dark shades, bald, like a tan coat, just walking in a New York City street. And everyone's, like, scared of him because
he looks like a serial killer.
Yeah.
Like I just said.
Yeah, but he actually is, like, the nicest fucking person.
Yeah.
And it's about, like, judging people right on the spot. So, yeah, I kind of like that one. Alright, so you wanted...
Circus. Circus.
Alright, here we go. Alright, am I in a circus? Whoa. I can't fucking read today.
It's the alcohol.
Probably. It's the only way I'm getting through this.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm kind of like blocking it out.
It went from awkward cringe time to like story time. You know?
Yeah. I
The vibes shifted.
Yeah, the beginning was very fucking cringy.
But it was fun.
Alright, so am I in a circus? Circles, rings, spheres, patterns, sequins. Fire reaching out of its torch, only for me not to feel the heat. Spinning. Everything dizzying with blurs. I can hear people laughing. Laughing, but why? Why are they laughing? Laughing at me? Do I have a red nose and paint on my face? Am I in a silly little outfit? Not knowing what is going on around me. So many people rushing, throwing themselves at each other, like the towers are burning. 10 seconds to collapse, as weak as old knees, when the lights are pointing at me, giving me my cue. I draw a blank paper. Then I'm in my bed, confused. Was I drugged? Was I dreaming? So, we'll never know. Okay, so this one is called A Letter to My Sister, which I wrote before I met her. Alright, so this was probably freshman year of college. Yeah. So, a letter to my sister. Sometimes I wonder who you are, a person with half my blood that I hardly know. Now that's a heartbreaker for you. I wonder if you ever thought if you had one of me. I wonder if you like the same things as me, if we have the same smile or laugh, or if we have a favorite book in common. I could have spent my whole life not knowing you, and knowing you have... Wait. I could have spent my whole life not knowing you, and knowing you have... All we have in common is time wasted. Tell me that we have something else, maybe food or culture, place of travel, anything at all to get to know you. But all I know is your age and name. I often wonder if we would have had sleepovers with popcorn and funny movies, or to have someone else to go shopping with when all of our friends are busy. Tell me if we met later, would you regret it? Would you blame me? Would you want to associate with me? I wonder if we could take silly pictures in the bathroom while getting ready, or have a Christmas together. Tell me if that's what sisters do. I'd love to be able to say I know you instead of letting my mind wander and wander. Wait. Letting my mind wander and wander. Sorry, I wrote so neat that I can't fucking read it.
That's contradictory.
Yeah. Wonder and wander who you are and what you're like. Would we talk about boys and share each other's clothes? So tell me if you'd be up for it, calling me your sister. So yeah, thoughts on that last one, Heather, for the people?
Well, as someone who never knew what it was like to have a sister, it's bizarre to hear that, and it's like, oh, he kind of described what we have now.
Yeah.
Except for the silly pictures, we need to get on that.
I guess that's like kind of what TikTok is for, right?
Yeah.
Silly little TikToks. But
Yeah,
TikTok
we need to get
wasn't even a
sillier.
thing. Yeah. I'm sure when we move in it'll get real fucking silly real quick.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's yeah. Honestly, like when we started the pod it was kind of
I don't even call it a pod anymore. It's
yeah,
more
the channel.
of a YouTube channel.
The channel. Our channel. When we started our channel, it kind of felt like, oh yeah, we can actually have fun as sisters and not just be like, oh, I see her on Christmas and so and so and such and such. So,
yeah, we were actively getting much closer.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't roast me in the comments too bad. I swear to God, I will delete those so fast.
You can roast me all day long because I do that too.
I'm just kidding. You can roast me.
I'll take all the heat.
Okay. It's not everybody's cup of tea, so apologies if the trigger warnings in the beginning are not your forte. Fine, you can skip it. Whatever, not a big deal. But if you did like it and would like us to do more, leave a like or a comment or subscribe. We are up to 95% of you aren't subscribed. So, please.
Literally go watch the MLM story one because it's got a weirdly low amount of views.
Mm-hmm.
And the story she tells, like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's off the rails. Also go watch my solo video if you haven't already because that was pretty fun to make, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. If you have any other comments, concerns, queries, also any of my writings, I am perfectly fine as a human. I am in therapy. It's all good.
We both are!
But we hope you have a great night. We hope you enjoyed our little cringy sessions. And over and out from Sackle and her sister.
Bye.
Bye.